Everything is now up and running. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to night 2 of Xwa Dangerzone Iii. And we're already getting right into our first match kicking off, well, night 2, that being Jennifer Loco. Also, if I'm not talking, I'm just getting the links together. So give me a moment.
From Salt Lake City, Utah.
So here is Ren Taylor. For those that don't know what she is capable of, she went from being the underdog to an absolute star within this industry. And so for tonight, she's looking to make history. And here we go, right off rip for Dangerzone Night 2, and that being Ren Taylor taking on Jennifer Loco. Now, if I am looking at this correctly, that for Jennifer Loco, what technically this would be her first Danger Zone, well, in her whole career. As she never would to expect to be a part of pretty much the showcase. Well, technically, the XWA's showcase of Immortals. So looking through here. Also, I will say this, our third matchup of tonight will actually be kind of interesting. But, more on that later. Hold on. Not gonna lie, sending links through like multiple apps is kind of difficult. And the last one goes to this one. Alright, I think that's enough for sharing links. Alright. So now, the wife Ren Taylor trying to go for a bit of a headlock maneuver onto Loco. However, for Jennifer, obviously, still trying to soak in the fact that she still made it here into New Jersey. But she's gonna have to lock in, well, for whatever's coming. And for Ren Taylor, trying to keep pretty much a close pressure within Jennifer Loco of some sort. Now into the rope going for Ren Taylor, ducking under, going for Loco, jumping over, and now pretty much going for somewhat of a scoop up Samoan drop. However, it just seems to not work on Ren Taylor. And you have to keep in mind that for Taylor used to be like a resident referee, now turned into full-time wrestling. So now for Jennifer Loco, trying to utilize a little bit of a combo. And I thought that was going to be a sleeper hold, but instead it would be like somewhat of a real naked slam from Loco, from what I am looking. However, for Jennifer Loco, now we're shoving Ren Taylor outside of the ring. And if I will continue out on ringside, never mind. As it back into the ring, going for Ren Taylor with Jennifer Loco following directly behind. With forearm to the back, into the rope, and a bit of a hip toss. Now for Ren Taylor, try to at least start up a bit of momentum. The boot is in, now go for a brain buster onto Loco into the corner. Cover. And to kick out of two by Jennifer Loco. And I guess for Jennifer, might be going for a little bit of a ride into the Taylor splash, what she calls it, cover. And that will be another kick out by Jennifer Loco. For Ren Taylor, looking to try and finish off this matchup as quick as possible. Kick to the midsection, has her up into a brain buster. Almost in the same exact corner yet again. Cover by Ren Taylor. And Jennifer Loco escapes that too yet again. Like Ren Taylor cannot believe what she is seeing. So now on top rope, I believe that would have been like somewhat of a falling double stomp. However, they end up missing the target, and now Jennifer Loco looking to take small advantage. And off to the top rope, going for Loco. She's probably looking to fly for a massive Loco bomb. Cover. And even that won't get a 3 count. Now for Jennifer Loco, gonna have to at least try something else for the time being to continue to wear down Ren Taylor. Now for Jennifer, almost attempted to put Ren Taylor well within the corner, but however, it does not work. Now, I believe a little bit of a judo throw for Ren Taylor, and the drop kick as a follow-up, almost connecting to the back of the head, but it was like the upper back area. And for what I've been informed, that for Ren Taylor, falls into the likes of technically her in-ring capability similar to Everett Wolf, and with that the fact that for Ren Taylor has even fought up against. There's the kick, forearm, and another kick to the side of the face. And Loco might be pretty much out of air at this case. So you can see Loco try to crawl herself to the corner, at least getting herself back up. And Ren Taylor will pretty much going to take exception to it, cover. And Ren Taylor gets the win. Guys, Ren Taylor end up attaining victory here, well, in New Jersey. But moving on now. Oh, where the fuck are the cards? Hold up, let me find them. Did I lose damn cards? Oh, no I didn't. Here it is. Alright. If the first match wasn't enough, how about a tag? Well, how about a normal tag team match? Oh, wrong arena. I believe this is also our sponsored match. Well, for tonight. Our only sponsored match, as a matter of fact. And I believe that this sponsored match is also known as the Big Chirp match. So for those that don't know, we already have a paid sponsor within the XWA and the EWO going forward, and that being, well, how do I want to put this? This pay-per-view, well, Dangerzone 3, is sponsored by Big Chirp Energy Seltzer, made from the natural sources of caffeine and coming in 4 flavors, which you already know about them. And it is ranked for ages 18 and up. Please drink responsibly. Now, a lot of people don't understand when have this match end up coming about, but what we do know is that the Outcasts are technically willing to defend their titles at any given moment in time. And let alone that the Outcasts are technically the first ever 2-time tag team champions within the XWA, in that defeating, well, the Parker twins that I want to say a random show. I think it was like on a random No Limits. I do not know. So now here comes the Media Outcasts, and that being our tag team champions. Well, believe it or not. And there you have the leader of the Chirp Army, that being SJ Ray, in pretty much in the green and blue hoodie, with a green and cyan. Well, my apologies. And then you have Rebecca Starr in the pink. Together they form the Media Outcasts. And if I am looking at this correctly, they are, well, pretty much they had an impressive run. Well, not impressive run, but an impressive debut at TEW Destination in Blackpool, well, England. Now, of course, we don't know what to expect from the Outcasts in TEW, but rest assured, well, these two came to dominate, and they won't be leaving without a bit of gold around their waist. Well, a little bit more gold around their waist, as I should say. So now, technically all bets are off, well, within this matchup. Not only that, keep in mind that this match is a non-title match, which I forgot to clarify. So now no theme music. Here comes Jade Logan and the cowgirl, well, and everyone's favorite cowgirl, that being Jessie Dawn. And you can just see the overall height difference within the two. Pretty much with, if I remember correctly, that for Jessie Dawn is actually very shorter than Jade Logan. From what I from what I recall, well, Jade Logan stands at a height of, I want to say 6'8", while Jessie Dawn is probably around 5'9". I could be wrong. So now, here we go, and you can just pretty much see what the insane height difference in this matchup. And now, what the hell? After Jade Logan pretty much looking to fly in this matchup, because technically you have a tall woman in this matchup, so technically the Outcast may just be technically have lost in terms of the height advantage what that for Logan and Dawn may have. However, also Blue, I'm surprised you already took notice of Jade Logan's height. Technically what I attempted to do was trying to base her off of Hykelio, and technically given the fact that for Jade Logan, for how tall she is, that's technically her only advantage. So anyways, back into this fight now. After Jade Logan pretty much now being thrown somewhat across the ring. And I do understand that everyone in New Jersey are actually kind of, well, like, shocked at the fact that you have, like, the second, well, pretty much like one of the tallest women within the XWA women's division, well, in a pay-per-view. In fact, her first pay-per-view in a while. But it is no simple task for the media Outcast, that they can just simply win the match with no means necessary. And I believe they're looking to do exactly that. Tag made, and here comes SJ Ray. Now for SJ pretty much being the tiniest member of the media Outcast, and somewhat just dog walking Jade Logan like it's nothing. There is one thing to note: it doesn't matter how tall or how short you are in a wrestling ring, and you could throw, you could throw legitimate haymakers and pretty much work up one hell of a match. They consider yourself a legend in the ring. I mean, hell, look at the 2006 Royal Rumble for a good example. My point stands. Anyway, tag made, and now Jessie Dawn is now made legal. So now, I want to say the height advantage is now out of the ring, and now we have a little bit of a more even fight in terms of the Houston Cowgirl, and now for SJ Ray, technically just told Jessie Dawn to pucker up and take this kiss into pretty much in the corner. But now covered by SJ Ray for the Outcast, and a kick out at 2. Now Jessie Dawn realizing that she's gonna have to at least figure out some way or form in taking down the Outcast. Now granted, the belts are not on the line, but they are treating it like it is such. Now back into the corner, going for Jessie Dawn. However, for SJ Ray, for trying to at least wear down the Cowgirl, and a double tag made. Now Jessie Dawn, well, not Jessie Dawn, but for Jade Logan and Rebecca Starr are now pretty much illegal in the match. now, whatever Rebecca Starr has planned with S.J. Ray, and that being the Outcast cutter. There you can see S.J. Ray pretty much feeling the energy. Well, off of the New Jersey crowd, running knee ends up connecting. And that's for S.J. Ray still trying to continue to keep the pressure onto Jade Logan, not realizing that Jesse Dawn is legal. And Dawn looking to take small advantage of it, now locking in a sharpshooter almost. Well, actually no, that is a Boston Crab. Well, Boston Crab and a sharpshooter is somewhat the same thing, in my opinion, but you get the idea. Now for S.J. Ray, trying to gain speed into somewhat of a rope rebound kick to the side of the head cover. And still another kick out. What about Jesse Dawn? And I believe we actually do have their actual team name, and that being Jade Dawn. So now, Jesse Dawn looking to get some speed. And she calls that the Western drop kick, but however, it does not work in her favor. So now, for S.J. Ray, throwing for Jesse Dawn within the corner, tag made to Rebecca Starr. Now for the Outcast, looking to go to work here onto Jesse Dawn, cover. And still a kick out, well, by the shirt. Well, it's out to the back, and now Rebecca Starr looking to take flight into a standing Swanton bomb, I believe, and that will be enough to secure the win for them.
Here are your winners, the Social
So congratulations to the Outcast. And we're back to live feed. And our next matchup will be happening momentarily. So I just need to get some simple confirmation. So I'm just in a, well, not a few, but now we get to the very, very fun part of this whole pay-per-view. The one match I was actually waiting to commentate for a while. So now it is time for a very special match that was actually submitted by the fans on social media. And they called this match, and not my words, but it's actually from them, they called this matchup exactly the Lucha Scramble match. And as I am looking through that social media post right now, they say the match comes as follows. It is a 5-man luchador-based match. Technically, it will be 5 luchador-style wrestlers in a 5-man will brawl for all. And technically, the only way to win the match is by pinfall or submission. And this match, obviously, is not a battle royal, so everyone will be in the ring at once. And the second the bell rings, chaos will ensue. So something tells me that this match is about to get a lot interesting. I'm just waiting for this to load. So now the match is starting to load. Now here we go for the Lucha Scramble match. And out first is... Yeah, I think I remember that time front. And out first being Mascara de Calavera. But Calavera, but yeah.
The following contest is a fatal 5-way match. Making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 215 pounds.
So now here comes the second one out, and that being Angel Rivera, which we haven't seen in quite a while. So it actually would be very interesting to see how she would square up to everyone else that is in the matchup. So now you get the Angel making his way, well, never mind, now in the ring. Well, from what I know of. And technically, if I remember correctly, the previous time we have seen Angel Rivera compete in the ring, he was technically known as the only luchador in this company to wear pink, which is nothing wrong with it. So now, the next one up in return at the AIW, what was it, Multiversal Champion? Hold the fuck on. Yeah, and that being the AIW's Multiversal Champion, Jay Storm. Now, obviously, Jay Storm doesn't have the Multiversal Championship on him as of now, but if we want to look at his accomplishments in AIW, he does, well, pretty much he currently has held the belt for like 27 plus days or more. So now for Jay Storm, they're looking to dominate in this matchup, well, going forward. So now Jay Storm is already in the ring, and we already know who is the next person to be coming out, and that being a representative of the FBI, and that being Jordan Loco. After Jordan Loco pulling up in the all red gear, well, this time around. We're pretty much looking to somewhat take the win here, well, tonight. So now with Jordan Loco already in the ring, how about another? And that being in the form of Gavin Ashton.
And from Arlington, Virginia, weighing in at 190 pounds, Lace Gavin.
After Gavin Ashton making his way down the ramp and chronologically made his way down to the ring expeditiously, pretty much Well, he already had the name being put on the map amongst all other eFeds. But from what I have been informed, during a No Limits Dark match containing him and Mr. Blue, they actually managed to put up one hell of a match. So hopefully sometime in the future we actually do get to see Gavin Ashton face off against Mr. Blue in a televised event. Or pay-per-view. It could be both. Now enter right now for Gavin. For some reason the entirety of New Jersey does not like this man for some reason. But hey, I see nothing wrong. And a lot of people have to pretty much leaving their opinions on Gavin Ashton, saying that technically he is the Rey Mysterio of KOF. And I don't blame them. But now, here we go for the Lucha Scramble. Well, 5 superstars in this match, but only one can win. So there you see from Mascara setting up on top rope. So going for somewhat of a split-legged moonsault onto Ashton. However, it gets broken up by Angel Rivera. Also, bear with me as I am commentating through this because there's a lot going on. So, yeah. Now for Angel, now has Mascara onto the shoulders. Now, if you want to figure out who is technically the youngest star within this matchup, it will be Mascara. And the second will probably, well, no, the second will possibly have to be Gavin, but I could be wrong. And given the fact this is also a 5-man, well, pretty much a 5-man superstar type match, I forgot to mention, weapons are legal. And you just saw Gavin Ashton throw a chair straight into Jordan Loco, and we'll pretty much a backflip DDT off of James Storm. And now for Mascara, pretty much now trying to at least get complete control over the matchup. And the boys in red are currently cooking in the opposition, that being Jordan Loco and Mascara. Now they end up meeting in the middle and taking a fight for themselves. Meanwhile, Gavin Ashton and James Storm trying to put up a fight! And somewhat of a pop-up hurricanrana from Gavin Ashton. I said it during his own entrance, saying that he's considered to be the Rey Mysterio of KOF. And you actually now see that my point is now proven. Now, Jordan Loco now trying to somewhat deadlift. So Gavin Ashton up and bringing him back down. Meanwhile, for Mascara, you can only watch from the apron. And he got a few screws loose. But not all of them, never mind. It is not a good day for Mascara. Technically, he just got done trying to at least regain consciousness, only to lose it again due to a steel chair being thrown flat to his face. Damn. Like nobody can win this matchup. Now covered now by James Storm. Pinfall as he getting broken up at once. Now the eat defeat, well, from Jordan Loco, trying to maintain cover onto Angel, and he does it. That match actually was very fucking quick, surprisingly. Well, to be honest with you, I thought the same fucking thing, but I guess we're gonna have to ignore that. Let me just do something real quick, and then we'll be back on the road. Alright, so now for our fourth matchup of tonight. It's actually going to be somewhat of a heavy-hitting match. And and for those that do remember, hold on as I'm looking. We got like 5 matches left, as we're just surprisingly running by them very fucking quickly. But it doesn't matter. I'm just having fun doing this. Anyways, our next matchup, as yes, you did hear me mention this on commentary about TEW, and speaking of which, the owner of that very company is here, and he is looking for a fight. But I say be careful what you wish for, because it's gonna be a big one. And for those that are in the Discord server that I have, then look no further. If you go to the general chat in the Discord server I have, you can see that GIF I posted hinting at this match. And blue, wrong when I say it. No bread, no water, just meat in this matchup is the best way to technically describe it. Yeah, I guess there is another meet after all, or not, because Ethan Rose is here in New Jersey. For Ethan Rose, technically this would be one of the, well, not one of the matches, but technically this would be somewhat of his third match within his XWA career. And obviously he is known as the Antichrist among E-Feds, in which we don't blame him. Now, God forbid me mentioning this on commentary, but he went through some things in life that I would not get into, well, out of respect. But from what we know of Ethan Rose, he has said that he is out for blood, and he won't stop until it is all said and done. So now, here comes technically one of our, well, technically the considered enforcer of the men's division, that being Amir Fatu. I think we can hear in pretty much in the stadium crowd that you just hear people literally just chanting meat, 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 meat. And I know it does sound weird, but then again, you have to remember, both of these motherfuckers are ripped. So it's only a matter of time for these two to literally go straight out of their way and technically nearly kill each other. And they see that for Amir, Prayer just ready for that damn ref to ring the bell, and here we go. And let's get this match on. And you see for Amir, almost off rip, trying to lock in somewhat of a bear hug submission, squeezing the life out of Ethan Rhodes. However, for Ethan, man, to move out of the way, never mind. And for Amir, immediately caught on his tail, not letting, well, Ethan Rhodes get out of it. So now, for Amir, dropping Ethan Rhodes with chest first into the springboard. And of course, having the knee onto the lower back. But of course, that for Ethan Rhodes, not willing to go down, but very easily. If you've seen any of his matches among other E-fans, you know that this man here is not backing down for anybody. Sure, he does own technically his own company, but that doesn't mean he can just show up to other shows and technically, well, not as a self-promotion, but technically, well, making his name even more known amongst his very company. And now for Ethan, going for a springboard DDT onto Amir Fatu, onto the apron. And the fight is taken out onto ringside. That count is already at 3, and the match will continue. Step up into Gary by Amir, but here comes Ethan with a handspring. Well, I think that's a somersault kick. I do not fucking know. So far, this match could reach a possible turning point. But now to stomp at the back of the head. Well, Ethan now technically trying to lock in, well, pretty much the whole right arm. You have to remember, well, that Ethan Rhodes, he technically does have a small MMA background, but not a lot. There's the running pump forearm, well, by Ethan Rhodes. And you almost just saw him try to put an end to the match, but now for Amir, looking to do it for himself. And what he calls, well, the Amir slam covered by Fatu, and is kicked out at 2. So far, Ethan Rhodes not having any of it from what I'm looking here, but face first into the corner, countered by Ethan Rhodes, not trying to give up in this matchup at all. And now, for Ethan, pretty much trying to show the entirety of the SWA that technically, like, he's not just any ordinary, well, he's not just any ordinary, well, owner of a whole different company, but I don't like the eyes within Amir! Technically taking it to the skies with somewhat of a Samoan headbutt to the side of the chest. And Amir is pretty much like a bull with blinders on. Like the second, well, Amir sees red, technically it's like belts to ass here. And I'm not sure how Ethan Rhodes is going to be feeling after this matchup. Hell, he probably might need a few stitches, but the second that this match is over. So now for Ethan, and pretty much what he's looking for. Here's the Rhodes Blade. I know that's not the actual name of the finisher, but I'm just going to call it that for the time being. So now for Ethan, now dragging Amir Fatu almost into the center of the ring. So now into the rope. What the hell? Now for Ethan Rhodes, trying to at least get a lockup onto Fatu. However, for Fatu, man, we go for a reversal now, for a pop-up Samoan drop by Amir, and it seals the deal. Cover. And Amir.
Here is your winner.
Alright, let's see here. I'm pretty much looking through vast amounts of gifts right now. So currently, oh shit, we do have the medical team on standby. What the hell is going on? Alright, we have been provided info upon what the current status of Ethan Rhodes. First and foremost, he is okay. So that's number one, but what we do know, bro got a massive ass cut. Was somewhere on his chest. Yeah, I don't think we're probably going to be seeing Ethan Rhodes for a little while. Well, after this match. Ugh. So now, oh, let me do this. So now for our next matchup, will pretty much be contested for the Women's Cruiserweight Championship. And we have, hold on, let me get everyone together. So yes, our next match will be contested for the SWA Women's Cruiserweight Championship, and that being Paige Bailey versus Allison Isaac, which is one of our very last signings, well, of the 2024 season, and obviously the champion, Jennifer Smith. And that match will be happening shortly. The lights are now dimmed to blue, and that only means one thing, because here comes Paige Bailey.
Introducing the challenger from Milwaukee, Minnesota, Paige Bailey. Introducing the challenger from New Orleans, Louisiana.
And now here comes one of our newest signings within the Supreme in the women's division, that being the Saint, Allison Isaac. And now, pretty much a lot of people don't even know what Allison Isaac is completely capable of. You know, the fact that this is technically her very first match and her actual debut. Well, but she is ready. Want to go all out. Now, I had been told, well, by Allison Isaac that one of her moves is, well, her finisher name is actually inspired off of a Beyblade. So I wonder what that would be. Now, here comes the champion, and that being
And introducing the
Jennifer Smith.
from Los Angeles, California, the Women's Cruiserweight Champion, Jennifer Smith.
There you see with the championship on your screen right now. We're going down to our ring announcer for the official call. Or not. Today you see the championship held high into the air. So now, as we officially hit our 1 hour mark, there you see Paige Bailey. There you see our debuting star, Allison Isaac. And there you see the champion, Jennifer Smith. And here we go. And the match is now underway and almost off rip after Paige Bailey trying to target the new debuting star. And obviously, that's for Jennifer, well, not Jennifer, but for Allison Isaac having no clue what she is getting herself into. But we will say that technically she is a New Orleans, well, resident. Well, a New Orleans native, if I want to say. So she may have a little bit of experience in terms of, well, in-ring competition. Or not, but we do not know. And now you see for Paige Bailey and Jennifer Smith looking to team up onto Isaac. And putting her face first, well, into the mat. Now, Allison Isaac technically looking up Paige Bailey, putting her directly onto the top springboard. So kick to the midsection. And so on and so forth. And technically, for Miss Isaac, we're trying to do something here. A little bit of a stunner coming off of, well, Allison. And there's the kick from Jennifer Smith. Now, obviously, it is triple threat rules, so weapons can be made legal. covered by a champion to retain, kick out at 1 by Isaac. Now, so far, this matchup could take any turn for the worse here, but now for Allison, going off the middle rope to somewhat of a rear cutter, or what she calls it, the blindside cutter is really what it is. But now, for Jennifer Smith taking advantage, and I don't know what that's supposed to be, a double cutter, but instead, it's probably because of Allison Isaac being caught in the crossfire that made it look like it. Down for Isaac, out of the way, and there you see her going for, I want to say, the sliced bread. I believe that was a sliced bread, but there, you end up seeing Allison manage to move herself out of the way. There it comes forward. And a brainbuster by Paige Bailey. So far, the champion is down, but not out. Now for Isaac, picking up the steel chair, bringing it into the ring. Sky high by Jennifer Smith. However, for Isaac, not letting anything go to waste. And now, she's trying to pretty much steal a win off of the champion. However, it will result in a kick out at 1. Now for Isaac, throwing for Jennifer Smith into her corner, while Paige Bailey's temporarily down. To the corner, going for Isaac, and now Paige Bailey with the steel chair now. Sort of looking to use it directly onto Allison Isaac, not giving her a chance to get back up. I don't know what Paige Bailey's thinking of, but going on to the outside may be a bad idea. And now you see Allison Isaac thinking that she might have a good idea. However, never come into contact with a woman that knows how to use a kendo stick like a baseball bat. And technically that would be the likes of Jennifer Smith. However, Paige Bailey throwing the champion into the black steel stairs. And now taking care of Isaac, but here comes Bailey. Well, not Bailey, but Smith. Now just going absolutely insane on the outside, only for Paige Bailey to stop Jennifer Smith in her tracks. And now for Allison Isaac, pretty much looking to take small advantage of Paige Bailey not being able to look behind her. With Isaac now out of the match, and there you see somewhat of a jumping drop kick, and the ref got caught in the crossfire. Running bulldog by Allison Isaac as she gets herself back in the ring. These three are going insane. Wait a second, now the code for a silencer, let alone the Smith hold. Where Jennifer Smith attempted to be locked in. However, but wait a second, roll over. Well, by Jennifer Smith, covered by the champion. Now another rollover by Paige Bailey. And it's a kick out at nothing, as the fight will continue. So far, Paige Bailey and Jennifer Smith are having a literal clinic of a matchup here, but now for Allison Isaac to try to get in the way. The match is sky high by Jennifer Smith. And now for Allison Isaac looking to take advantage while Paige Bailey is down. It seemed like for Isaac now knows what Paige Bailey is completely capable of. That's the reason why she's not trying to get involved until she has to. Now for Isaac, now has Jennifer Smith planted onto her rope for only just a little bit. And now for Paige Bailey, lining up for the heel kick to the side of the face, and that could knock out Allison Isaac in the worst way possible. But now with Paige Bailey onto the ropes, and now Jennifer Smith locking in the Smith hold. However, the Paige Bailey was on the ropes, trying her absolute best to stay into this match, or at least stay in the match at the very least. So now these three women are just cooking, I suppose. However, the pin ends up getting broken up by Paige Bailey. Now what is she looking for here? A powerbomb almost directly onto Allison Isaac. And now there you see Paige Bailey locking in with a Paige hold. Or some sort. So no, it will be the Paige lock. And now, here you see Allison Isaac using a variation of her finisher known as El Drago. Which, that is a move that is based off of the show Beyblade. Now enter rope goes from Paige Bailey, and somewhat of a suplex by Isaac. And now with Jennifer Smith and Isaac back up. Here comes Paige Bailey with the counter stick ready in hand and looking to go after Allison Isaac. But however, doesn't go after with Jennifer Smith. However, for Smith taking small advantages of it, going for the Smith hold yet again, only for Isaac to break up the submission. I believe that was somewhat intentional. And now Allison Isaac now has Jennifer Smith up. Never mind, and Jennifer managed to counter. I don't even know what the hell Jennifer Smith had up her sleeve, but it's probably going to be dangerous here. Sky high onto Isaac, only for the pin to be broken up by Paige Bailey. And you just here try to go for a springboard for DDT, only for that to be countered into a rebound clothesline. Both women are down. And Jennifer Smith could pin one of them to retain her championship. And now, yet again, going for the Smith hold. Only this time onto Paige Bailey. Allison Isaac, however, breaks up the pin. So there's the knee put to the midsection after Isaac trying to go for somewhat of a Stormbreaker onto the champion. But it does not work within her favor. Now, for Isaac, pretty much try to at least get with Paige Bailey out of the match first. But it just don't work. Well, in the light of Jennifer Smith. Going up and Jennifer trying her absolute hardest to pretty much keep both women down in a matchup like this. And now what the hell Jennifer Smith is looking for. She decided to bring in another chair into the equation. However, for Paige Bailey, but now focusing her attention onto Isaac, trying to get her gone from the match. There's the arm slam. And of course, with the pull of the arm, trying to pop the shoulder out of its place. Now for Isaac, now has a hold of the champion, Jennifer Smith, placing her onto the ropes. However, Jennifer Smith saw it coming, going for the rebound clothesline, and it connects. And cover by the champion to retain, but here comes Paige Bailey to make the save. And we do understand that all three of these women are desperate for a championship. Obviously for Allison Isaac being the debuting star. Wait a second, cover onto Paige Bailey. And there you just saw Jennifer Smith make the break. However, she was 1 second off. What? And even Allison Isaac is surprised that she thought that pin got broken up as well. What the hell did we just witness? Nonetheless, what a debut from Allison Isaac. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but now she is your new Cruiserweight champion. And hold up, I'm looking through the replay right now. And Allison Isaac pretty much managed to have Jennifer Smith into the corner. Well, hold on, let me do something real quick. I'm actually gonna look at the actual replay of this, cause ain't no fucking way. Let me look at this. So as I am, so obviously there you have the clothesline from Jennifer Smith onto Isaac. However, it will be Paige Bailey to break up the pin. And so far, I just see for Paige knocking down. So technically Paige was knocked down for Jennifer Smith as she tried to roll herself into a corner to regain consciousness. But in the mix of all of it, Allison Isaac just seemed pretty much meant to swoop in, roll up Paige Bailey, and the second that Jennifer Smith noticed, tried to break the pin. However, it was already secured right before both of her hands managed to touch her opponent. Well, I guess we're gonna have to say it is official. Because, ladies and gentlemen, by referee's decision, and new Women's Cruiserweight Champion, Allison Isaac. I damn near cannot fucking believe it. And not even the whole New Jersey crowd can't even believe it for them damn self. But I looked through the replays and it was crystal clear. So yes, Allison Isaac is walking out of New Jersey as champ. In her debut match as well, which is crazy. So now, next up, before we enter our co-main event of tonight, and that being another debuting star, that being Felisa Maverick taking on Everett Wolf. And now, we're in our final match before our co-main event, and that being for Everett Wolf, her taking on somewhat of a larger-than-life opponent that she never expected she'll be facing off against. So now, As the whole stadium turns green, because here comes Lisa Maverick. Now, of course, this SWA prospect has been scouted all the way from Kansas City.
Kansas.
So now she is here in New Jersey making her whole debut. So as I'm being informed that people who are watching this through social media are literally in shock at the fact that Isaac will pretty much just somewhat stole the victory. But nonetheless, that match was actually fucking good. But now if we turn our attention to this matchup here, after Lisa Maverick taking on Everett Wolf. Sorry about that, folks, but the commentary mic just keeps on cutting off. Don't worry, for the 2025 season, we will have a brand new one. Well, this game like old, I really can't.
Just go to your section.
I'm sure you got it, man. So I've just been told by my executive that the two people that are co-main eventing tonight are here. But anyways, I just saw for a Wolf Slam by Everett. Now, if I'm looking through the background of Lisa Maverick, technically she's like a big wrestler from the city of Kansas, and she's looking to make herself known alongside with Allison Isaac. But of course, they actually both came into the company together as a unit. technically have for a fact that for Lisa Maverick, pretty much putting the pressure onto where I lead wrestler, and there is the twisted tempo of Lisa Maverick. And yes, technically her and Allison Isaac do watch a shit ton of Beyblade to the point where they want to call some of their finishers based off of actual bleeds. As you saw Allison Isaac have a move based off of El Drago, and here you end up seeing a move based off of, well, twisted tempo, and that being from Lisa Maverick. And yet again, red.
Red, and Mom, I'm not done yet. Mom wants to have tortilla noodles for dinner.
Tortilla?
Your phone cut? Hamburger?
So yeah, people are literally somewhat now starting to be a bit angry, realizing that the fact that Allison Isaac ended up taking over the win. But shit happens. So now, as we enter our co-main event, as the sun is now starting to set. Well, while the sun is now, well, actually is setting, we now enter our co-main event, and that being Oliver Knight taking on Tristan McCarthy. And of course, for those that don't remember, well, for those that do remember, Oliver Knight and McCarthy did somewhat went up against each other during the during the U.S. title qualifying match on No Limits, where they were paid against each other. Well, where they were paid up against Knight, against McCarthy, against Braxton Blanchard. And keep in mind, that triple threat was now considered to be match of the night during that No Limits episode. So technically now people will realize that although Braxton may have won with a qualifying match and is your new United States champion, what did this mean for Oliver Knight and Tristan McCarthy? Well, however, this is what we have. So now here comes Oliver Knight.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 215 pounds, Oliver Knight.
So now the lights cut danger. this weight comes. Oh, fuck, we're already right in the connection quality. Like that fucking pain. But I know damn well it's gonna be able to hold through for the rest of this fucking match. Alright, so we already have our executive, well, and our, pretty much our tech advisors, well, on this, making sure everything is still going well, and thankfully it is. So here we go. Well, technically, I want to consider this to be the triple threat rematch of some sort, but after Oliver Knight put in work against Tristan. So now for McCarthy. Pretty much now being thrown into the corner, reversal, and that counter by Oliver Knight. So on, so forth. Now, for Oliver. Trying to put a bit of pressure onto the McCarthy here. Well, only for Oliver Knight to get a 1 count. And we also might as well go ahead and close the voting polls on social media right now on who will be coming out victorious in night 2. Now for Oliver Knight going for a power bomb and a running knee, but not running knee, but a knee strike to the face. Now for Oliver Knight, pretty much looking to finish off Tristan McCarthy with a shining armor. However, it does not work within his favor. So after Tristan now pointing the finger gun at Oliver Knight, technically for him, somewhat looking to fly, but instead does not. As I'm really trying to multitask here. Now count already at 6. Now 7. Count is already at 8, and Tristan already back in the ring. He might just put out Oliver Knight as he's trying to get himself back up. And that is it.
Here's your winner, Team McCarthy.
Alright, and now for our current main event over and done with. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. And how this match ended up coming about. Well, for those wondering how the match ended up coming about, technically it was a rivalry that has pretty much banned it from, well, to a wrestling company known as Squid Wrestling, all the way up to here. And technically, it is a battle that no one ever saw coming. And that will be contested under the Universal Championship, that being Mr. Blue taking on Impulse. And we can hear the, for instance, we can hear the entire arena going insane for both Impulse and Blue. So let's go down to our ring announcer.
It's scheduled for 1 fall, and is for the Extreme Universal Championship.
And now it's completely dark outside. But what the? What the hell is going on here? Oh god. Like, is that the head of Blue? What the hell? Wait, that can't be Impulse, right? Well, from what I'm looking here, that is. For those that don't understand the general history what that Impulse has against Mr. Blue, it's quite a major one. But the fact that he ended up speaking to a few artists that can actually create a sculptured head of his opponent and use it as a lantern is kind of horrifying. So of course that Impulse said that tonight he will expose the true Mr. Blue that is hiding behind that belt, whether he'll like it or not. And I have a feeling the entirety of New Jersey does have chills running down their spine. This man in particular is just as insane as you may think. And as Impulse have teased this attire online with saying that the truth will ultimately set you free. As he is not wrong. And now the entirety of Vegas, well not Vegas, but the entirety of New Jersey chanting for Mr. Blue's name. And you get your wish, cause he is here. And Mr. Blue, pretty much backstage, nervous as ever, is hoping the inevitable does not happen. But whether he likes it or not, well, he can't back out of this match for anyone, because the match was already set in stone and made official. And I want to assume that, like, technically 1 year yesterday, well, no, but 6 months ago yesterday, when Mr. Blue had currently held on to the Universal Championship for arguably 6 months. And he's saying for the 2025 season, he will still be your Universal Champion. But now, let's go down to our ring announcer, and there you see the Universal Championship on your screen. The considered crown jewel of the SWA.
Introducing the challenger from Charlottesville, Virginia, weighing in at 215 pounds. And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 223 pounds. The Extreme Universal Champion,
both men are somewhat staring each other down in this very ring. You can technically feel that the tensions are high within both of these men. They are somewhat power hungry. And technically, for both men, technically now just having a bit of a stare down before a lockup could even be in place. You can just hear the holy shit chants from all out of the arena. And without second notice, and here we go for Mr. Blue! For not taking any second chances, but trying to go up against Impulse. There's the roll through and a super kick connects to the face of his opponent. Now onto a rope, going for impulse. And now Blue, rightfully pissed off, trying to make sure Impulse does not even get anywhere close to that championship title. Well, there's the slap and the ripcord lariat connect. However, Mr. Blue not letting it happen whatsoever. And there's the grapple. And so far, not so good for the champion. And now for Impulse, going for the spinning Uranagi onto Mr. Blue. You can just hear Impulse Lee just yelling at Blue saying, "Get your ass up! I'm not even finished with you yet!" Technically, if we want to talk about accomplishments that both of these men have conquered within their career. Wait a second. Cover now by Impulse. And a kick out at nothing. But if we're talking about accomplishments, both from Mr. Blue and Impulse, you see that for Mr. Blue has accomplishments in multiple different companies. Well, pretty much so on and so forth. And same acquires for Impulse. So technically both men are somewhat naturally gifted fighters. However, only one could win. The ref count reaches 3. So far, this match is pretty much going almost actually what you expect between a typical match between Mr. Blue versus Impulse. But Blue is pretty much waiting on his opponent for another for another pop-up drop kick. But now for Mr. Blue, wrapping the arm around the neck, going for somewhat of a snap suplex. But now what Blue looking to do here, a bit of a clothesline onto Impulse, but now not even taking a second, or no. He's able to play mind games against his opponent. Well, realize that if he ever goes onto the outside, it would just be a trap. And luckily Mr. Blue knows about this, but now trying to lock up the hand of Impulse. Look at a fly here. Pray for a springboard twirl a whirl. And Blue now taunting Impulse. Pretty much now try to at least go for a bit of back and forth. However, for Impulse, try to capitalize here, but it does not work. It's just constant back and forth between both men. So now you see Mr. Blue going for a series of combos and managed to clock Impulse. That Mr. Blue has pretty much kept his promise, saying that he will not let Impulse win and make a fool out of me whatsoever. Now for Blue, very getting a hold of Impulse. Never mind, Impulse managed to counter at a clothesline, pretty much to the corner. And now Impulse does understand the type of opponent that Mr. Blue was. He is a former KPW International Champion or some sort, and let alone for Blue being a former EAW International Champion and so on and so forth. Plus, will also being a former FWA Heavyweight Champion, well behind Mason Page. Wait a second, covered out by the champion. And Impulse immediately kicks out at 2. Now Mr. Blue pretty much taking the moment and trying to go for the one-winged death trap cover. And even that will keep Impulse down. And you just literally hear Mr. Blue just yelling at, you will never get the championship off of me. So what even makes you any different? So now Mr. Blue firing it up on all cylinders, trying to keep the pressure onto Impulse whatsoever. However, knee to the gut, kick to the midsection. Now Impulse. Oh, the pedigree in the center of the ring. Covered now by Blue. Well, not Blue, but Impulse. However, well, Mr. Blue will pretty much get out of the way in time. But in fact, that pedigree was inspired off of one of Mr. Blue's most hated, well, most untrustworthy and most hated people that he has ever worked with, and that being Money Making Matt. But now, Impulse, now realize it could be all over. Pulse Faster connect. And covered out by Mr. Blue. Not like this! Not like this! What? No!
Here is your winner, and Extreme.
The prophecy has been fulfilled. Impulse will ends Blue's reign. And we now cut the audio inside the ring. I fucking told you so! So now, for Impulse trying to celebrate, wait a second. It seems that the ref not letting Impulse celebrate, literally telling him that's not what was supposed to happen. But regardless, Impulse does not give a shit. And now, exiting out of New Jersey with the belt high above his head. As Impulse walks out of New Jersey and new. But now, wait a second, guys, it's now cutting to in-ring. Now cutting to in-ring. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Blue. And we're just hearing constant chants, well, from the damn stadium. Literally people saying, thank you, Blue. But the question remains, what does this mean going into, well, pretty much going into Orlando, Florida for the season premiere? I don't even want to take any guesses. But regardless, with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Xwa Danger Zone 3. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys on the season premiere on 2K25. Good night, everybody.